United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, Mayor. A quorum is present for City Council, Successor Agency, and Housing Authority.
For the 54th Annual Professional Municipal Clerks Week. How did this get in here? Okay. Whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world. And whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants. The oldest among public servants. Okay. And whereas the office of professional municipal clerk provides professional link between the citizens, local governing bodies, and the agencies of government at other levels, and whereas professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all, and whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community, and whereas professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the professional municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations, and where it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the professional municipal clerk, now therefore be it resolved that the week of April 30th through May 6, 2023 is hereby proclaimed Professional Municipal Clerks Week in the city of Inglewood, California. You have your own week now. Oh my goodness. I thought it was all year round, but, and we further extend our appreciation to our professional municipal clerk, Ms. Aisha Thompson, and all professional municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and for their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent, presented this second day of May 2023 by the Mayor and Council. So we got to go take a picture.
The font size, man, that's like super.
It's okay. I'll take it as it is. Come on, Angela. Angela.
We're behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. They're always trying to push me on stage. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go to public comments. Now, hopefully, everyone coming to make their comments recognizes the rules of decorum. And what we're going to start to do, we tend to have one or more people that don't understand that the first comment is for items on the agenda, and then they go off and to hinterland. and then we have to do an ejection. And we're not going to keep doing that. So the third time that someone comes and speaks off topic and has to be ejected, they're going to be banned from the council meeting for 3 months, and then we'll come back and try it again. So with that, we're going to have open comment. Not open comment, this is agenda comment. So anyone that wants to speak to the City Council, Successor Agency, Housing Authority on any item on the agenda may do so at this time.
Can I say hello? Hello? That's not in the rules. Hey, can I say congratulations to that city clerk's office? I'm so proud of them. And I don't want to get kicked out for passing, but that woman is awesome right there.
Okay, that's open comment, so let's stick to the agenda right now.
All right. If I say something about you, let me talk, right? Never mind. I won't get kicked out. No more locked doors. So, let's see. Item 4, the police department. Congratulations, Mark Fonorati's back, baby. No, I went there and he's not there today. So
Okay.
who's the police chief?
Okay, we're gonna have to, you're getting a little far afield,
I'm
so let's.
not, because here's what it says. I knew you were gonna do that. I'm like Bruce Lee. I change and I adapt. So staff report recommending that the mayor and council members authorize payment of an invoice submitted by Vital Medical Services for medical services. This is crazy to me, because I read the staff report, and the staff report saying you guys are outsourcing medical services for bruises and stuff like that. My question was, or were they at the hands of your deputy officer? With that being said, the acting chief, the presenting chief, was Cardell Hurt. Now, I went to an awesome party Saturday. It was popping. And Mark Fighterada came back like Jesus Christ.
Okay, right now,
Why are we paying the police chief
Right.
$5 million and you can't perform?
Right now, okay, one more comment off agenda, and you're gonna have
About
to
the
go.
police, right?
No, you're gonna have to go. And
I
if
have
you,
to go?
and if you get ejected this time,
I'm not gonna get ejected.
this will be your third time,
I
so.
want to talk about the swearing in. I'm not gonna get out of that one. That was popping.
It was popping. Okay, thank you. Okay, are there any other comments? Okay, with that, we'll close public comment. Now, we're gonna try the library lecture hall, but I don't think we're gonna have to do this anymore. We'll probably be closing it after this week because no one is coming there. So let's check the library lecture hall.
Oh, no.
Okay, looks like nobody's there. So that'll be it for the library lecture hall. It was fun while it lasted, you know.
Good friends during the COVID hour of need.
Exactly. Okay, item 1, CSA 1 and H1.
Warrant register.
Move along payment.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members, successor agency members, and housing authority members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Falk,
Aye.
Mayor Chairman Butts.
Aye. Okay, we're going to go to the consent calendar. But before I call for a motion, this is items 2 through 7. Is there anyone that has a question about any of the consent calendar items?
No, Mayor. I move the
Mr.
consent
Mayor,
calendar.
I
Yes.
do, just, I think it's number 3 on the
Okay.
consent calendar.
Number
Just a
3 on the
comment.
consent calendar.
So all of them except number 3, Mayor, I'll move for approval.
So
Second.
that's great. So that's items 2, 4, 5,
6 and 7, correct.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Yeah, aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Falk,
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. And now, would you read item 3?
Yes, of course. Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members authorize payment of an invoice submitted by the Los Angeles County Registrar Recorders County Clerk for the general election held on November 8th, 2022.
Great. And now before I call for a motion, did you have a question about this item,
Yes.
Madam Councilwoman?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I realize it's a payment for the elections in the city of Inglewood, but I wanted to make sure the public is aware that it does include the school district's elections, and I believe that the amount that this city would be reimbursed is a little over $100,000. I don't have the exact figure, but I want the public to know that we will be reimbursed for my colleague is telling me $164,461.54 by the school district.
That's
Thank you.
absolutely correct, and it happens every time there's a consolidated election for like a school bond issue, election of school board members, that we pay the county to hold the elections, and then the school district reimburses us.
That's correct. With that, Mayor, I'll move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. Now we'll go on to DR1.
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members adopt a resolution authorizing the grant application, acceptance, and execution of the grant funds from the State of California Budget Act of 2021 in the amount of $2,709,531 for the renovation of the Inglewood Main Library.
Move adoption.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
I do have some questions, please.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I do have
Oh,
some,
hold on, Jenna. Wait. Go ahead. Let's see what the questions are. Go
Yes.
ahead.
I know this is a very big program project, and so I'd like to ask about the total estimated budget for the main library renovation. What is the remaining funds come, where will the remaining funds come from to complete the project? What is the timeline for completion of the project? How much is the $100 million community benefit fund will be used? How much of that will be used to pay for the renovation?
Okay,
Microphone closer,
Sure.
okay, so those are all great questions. You know, I was involved in the community benefits package. So the total project is $40 million. $6 million is coming out of the CBA with Murphy's Bowl, which is the Intuit Dome entity. There's a Building Forward grant that we received $2.7 million for. And so the remainder will be covered with bond funds. That's $31 million for a total of $40 million. There's 3 phases of the construction. There's pre-design, take about 6 months, starts in June of '23. Pre-construction starts in January of '24, expected to last about 15 months. And the construction period starts April 2025, and it'll last about 14 months. So that's the totality of the project, $40 million.
Mr. Mayor, I really appreciate those comments because I think the public really needs to hear that because it is a major renovation and it is, you know, it's an asset to the library and to this community. So thank you for those comments.
You're right, and it is a library that opened, I think, around 1974. Isn't that right, Eli? Opened in '74, and at the time, it was the most modern library in the county. And of course, time has gone by, and so not only does it need renovations to the interior, but also the cataloging systems are going to be updated and automated. So it'll be, again, a premier library for our children, residents, and seniors.
And just to add, Mayor, if I know they might be planning like an open house or to put pictures up of what is gonna happen, just so that the public can see it on the way in or out as they use it, right? Because I know that it was very modern, but what they figured out was that those big holes that separated the floors, they bring up noise. And so it was a poor use of design for a library. So I know that that's getting addressed as well, which is a major change to our library, and it'd be good for the public to see in pictures.
So it took 50 years for them to figure that out?
No, they figured it out right away. They barely getting the money now, but the first day they figured it out.
The government,
You can hear everybody yelling.
the wheels of government turn
Yeah,
slow, but
holes
they're-
in the floor. How could that be bad?
Okay, Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. 01,
Staff report recommending that the mayor and council members adopt ordinance 23-11, amending section 2-196.1 Inglewood Transit Connector procurements of Article 5 of Chapter 2 of the Inglewood Municipal Code.
Motion to waive further reading?
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye, move adoption.
Second.
Madam City Clerk.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales.
Aye.
Falk.
Aye.
Mayor Butts.
Aye. A1. Thank you, Mr. City Attorney. CM1.
Thank you, Mayor. There are no reports from the City Manager's office.
CC1.
Thank you, Mayor. First off, let me just thank my colleagues for Friday coming to support myself and my family on the homegoing of my father. It really meant a lot to myself and my family, and to all of the Inglewood family that was just giving cards, their kind words and flowers. I truly appreciate it so much, and my family also appreciates all of my city family here in Inglewood. Also, I would like to thank the council, mayor and council, for recognizing Professional Municipal Clerks Week. Angela is my deputy city clerk, so we are definitely a team, and being presented that award meant a lot. So thank you so much for that. And then I would like to congratulate my girl here to the right, Christine Padilla. She made 1 year today. She survived the city clerk's office.
That was fast.
Yes, and she is such a wonderful asset to our office. I'm sorry, but she's handcuffed to me until I don't know when. Not finally, but also congratulations to a wonderful ceremony, Councilwoman Gray on Saturday. Just fantastic. It was a great honor to be a part of that celebration. And then,
It wasn't a ceremony. It was a coronation.
okay. 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 And finally, Mayor Women's Rock event happening this Saturday, along with the Councilwoman Falk. I am excited. I'm in my purple to represent us for Saturday. Ladies, come out and expect such a great time. Oh, it is going to be a fantastic event, so you do not want to miss this. Thank you, Mayor, for the time.
You're welcome. And now, there are no appointments to boards, commissions, and committees. Now we're ready to go to public comment on business matters connected with city business, not elsewhere. I would remind any speakers that any personal insults will not be tolerated. This is a business meeting, and that's where we're going to conduct it. Are there any public comments?
Man, I want to talk about Glory Grand Coronation. I was still partying. Trouble, man, you better play. Stop playing. Never can say goodbye. It sounds like subliminal messages to me. Like that. You about to lose your job? That's a whole nother conversation. You had Herb West in there. Mark Fonorada came back like Jesus Christ. I went back over to the police department. They said, he's gone again. He said, you'll never know the day or hour, but it's time to get Cardell Hurt, the permanent chief. Now, with that said, I like Councilman Alex Padilla. I know your birthday's coming up with fellow tourists. I came to you about a couple months ago, my friend, about the fentanyl. Remember? May 19th, I saw you. I like you. We have disagreements, but I like you, my friend. We don't have, I can pull you aside. I tell everybody I can find you. He said, no problem, Marvin. That's all I know. 1, 2, yeah, we're going to take back this council. I got 3.
Okay, Mr. McCoy. Mr. McCoy, stop. Remove him.
I leave myself out. The Lakers about to come.
Good afternoon, council. I was here concerned about a resident on Fifth Avenue and 90th Street
Mr.
who,
McCoy, you're going to be banned if you do this one more time. One more time. One more time. Go ahead.
I was concerned, maybe it's a code issue, I'm not sure, but there's a neighbor on the corner of Fifth Ave and 90th Street, and he just opened up like a body shop on the corner and was painting a car. And it's just an ongoing issue with this situation. I don't know if the code enforcement can come out to the area and talk to the resident, but I don't think that we should have to have a body shop on the corner of Fifth Avenue and 90th Street with cars passing by. It's been an eyesore for many years. There's always trash. There's always a bunch of just stuff, big, long, I don't know what you call them, trailers.
Davidson, let me understand
Yes.
that you're saying Fifth and 90th in the residential neighborhood there?
Yes, on the corner house. They were painting cars yesterday. They had a tent up. They had a body shop, like literally on the corner.
So Mr. Fields, would you send a note to code enforcement and have them go by and take a look?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.
Good afternoon, Mayor Butts, City Council members, and residents of Inglewood. My name is Albert Council. My concern and my question, as I look around Inglewood now, I see they're building many multi-family or multi-apartment dwellings. They opened one on Prairie, right across the street from Edward Vincent Park. They're opening one on Florence and La Brea. Now they have the big development over on Prairie by SoFi Stadium. So my questions, and because I've checked out the pricing, and it's not for the present Inglewood residents. Okay, so my two questions. One, where and how are we gonna get the people to come in and fill those? And the next one is what's gonna be done when they are completed with the roads that we have problems with already, in the traffic and the potholes that we have a problem with already in Inglewood.
Okay, so here's a couple things. First of all, we have a very aggressive affordable housing program. Matter of fact, a building was opened in District 2 last week, 42 units, all affordable. I believe 20% of the units in the Florence and, I think they're called Vista, at the Florence and La Brea project, 20% are affordable. And your comment about we can't afford, everyone in Inglewood is not in a position where they can't afford to pay current housing prices. And so the reality is what we're trying to do is build a city that has housing for everyone. But the comment, when I hear someone say that, I get a little bit disappointed because everyone's not in a position. We have 60% of the units at Grace Park, and those are buildings of $1 million or more, are Black Americans. So we hear you. We definitely do work hard at producing affordable housing. We have more affordable housing units in whole numbers and per capita than anywhere in the South Bay. And I wanted to make sure you knew that. Thank you, sir. Go
Mayor,
ahead.
if I could just add one more thing, just because he may qualify as a senior citizen, we completed the PATH project in my district, what was it, about 5 years ago?
5 years ago.
And the waiting list is actually moves pretty good. And if you look into it, if you qualify for everything there, I believe Inglewood residents have been able to be accommodated. I believe Mr. Argenter helped me set that up originally when he was heading the housing program, and now it's Mr. Chavez he would go to. But they've done a really good job of making sure that Inglewood residents get a great opportunity, so. Oh, I understand.
They come from all over. The reality is that you cannot discriminate on people based on geography. Yes. Well, first of all, we have paved more lane miles of roadway in the past, I would say, 8 years than the prior 25 years combined. This is the reality about the city. The city was in a bad financial situation for quite some time. And so what this council's done, and the council before, we had the two wonderful members of 4 and 1 come, we have focused on spending as much money as possible on roadway repair, so that it's not something that you can do overnight, but we have made more progress in the last 8 years than the prior 25 years combined. So, thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Congratulations to the great city of Inglewood. I had intended on doing my usual comments about the city of champions, but it's a legitimate, I'll just say, topic. Housing is a national topic that
That's correct.
needs to be addressed in a way where the federal and state government does not create the problem for the cities to take the blame.
Thank you, sir. With that, we'll close public comment. Council comments, Councilwoman Gray, District 1.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, let me congratulate Ms. Thompson again. I know this is Professional Municipal Clerk Week, and I'm very proud to be a part of having Aisha as our city clerk and to your staff, so congratulations. I'm sure it's well-deserved. Also, I did, along with the mayor and the rest of the council, attend the celebration of life for Vibe Phillips, Aisha's dad, father. It was a wonderful celebration of life. It had wonderful song, dance, and praise. And so I was very pleased to be there to experience the homegoing services for your dad. Just listening to the testimonies of your family really tells me how well respected your dad was. And I remember you saying that he taught you how to be independent. And I love that. As a woman, and my daughter's in the audience, I have 2 daughters and grandkids, but that's very important to a woman, be very independent. So congratulations again on the award, but your dad's funeral was very well-deserved. I wanted to talk about the ICOP Center. I know that the ICOP Center has been closed for a while, and I'm very pleased to know that it will be opening, I hope, very soon. And staff person, I believe, would be Gwen Goodman, who will be staffing that facility, because it's a very important facility in our community in District 1, where we can have community meetings. I think I mentioned last week that my intent is to have a town hall meeting, and I still am planning to do that. I should have a date the next council meeting for that town hall meeting, because I really want to meet with the residents, to really talk to them about their issues, and just to have that first gathering with the community in District 1. Also, the business community, there are a number of businesses in District 1, and I'd like to meet with them. So I plan on having a meeting just focusing on the businesses in District 1. Shredding event, I know my colleagues mentioned shredding events last week, and I know that's very important, folks. And so I plan on having a shredding event. I think I'm gonna get another kind of mic, okay? So it's very,
On the other side, Gloria.
on the other side.
There you go.
Is that better? Yeah, thank you, yeah. So I do plan on having a shredding event, so those are 3 things I want to mention, and I do plan on having them there at the ICOP Center. So stay tuned for that, because we will have that open very, very soon. The mayor and others have mentioned the installation ceremony on Saturday. I am so grateful. It was a wonderful event. I want to first thank my mayor and the colleagues for being a part of it and for being there, and certainly the city clerk and staff. When you acknowledge folks at an event like that, you always forget people. So I do want to recognize, I know there is some staff folks that were there. I think Mr. Atwell was there from Public Works, and Chris Jackson, and I think Acting Chief Hurt was there. So I want to at least acknowledge them and thank them for coming. My daughter is in the audience today. I have 2 daughters, Monica and Denise is here from Dallas, Texas, so I'd like her to stand up or wave her hand or something. She's here visiting, came for the event. Stand up, Denise. So
Come on, Denise.
Come on, Denise.
Yeah, yeah. They were both on program, and also my granddaughter, who is Denise's daughter, Ariel, is here from Dallas, Texas. So I'm very grateful for them. And I certainly want to thank again the LA City Mayor, Mayor Karen Bass. She installed me, and it was just, I'm honored to have her as my installation officer. I've known Mayor Bass for many, many years, and so we go way back. And I think at the ceremony, she indicated how she placed me in different leadership positions throughout throughout my career. Um, I want to thank also, there were a number of elected officials who were there. There was Senator Bradford, Assemblywoman McKenna, our own chief here, Chief
Honorata.
Mark Fraterada. All right, thank you, Mayor.
It only takes like 6 months.
All right, he came to the event. I think that was his first public event, so I'm very grateful for him being there. Also, I forgot to mention that we had a judge on the stage.
Yeah.
Our own judge here lives in this area, and that was Judge Holly Hancock. She was on the stage, and she's newly elected, so she's a friend, and I was so grateful to have her there, as well as the regional director for the NAACP, Daryl Good, was there. Kern Price, and many of you know Kern Price. He lived here, and he's now LA City Council person. He was there, so I was really grateful to have all of those folks there.
He used to be the District 1 councilman.
Yes, he did. He's
Right?
former, former District 1 council person. So he was there along with his wife, Dale Richardson. Also, volunteers, nothing happens for me, at least, without volunteers, right? So,
And I have to do this. Would you like another minute?
oh, I'm sorry. I'm so
Would
kidding,
you like
please.
another minute?
Yes, thank you,
All right.
Mr. Mayor.
And I was gonna take her 2 minutes. She used them all up.
You have
I'm
competition,
sorry.
Alex, you have competition.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So volunteers, I want to mention Gwen Goodman because she was my social media volunteer for the campaign, and she's just awesome in terms of what she did. Hope Diamond and the Paul McDonald Band, you have to mention them. They were
Absolutely.
they were fantastic. I didn't get a chance to hear them because I was away with the mayor, but I heard they were fantastic. And
Were
so
great.
thank you very much for them being here. And so again, I just want to thank everybody. If I forgot your name, please forgive me. I think I said it there at the event. My niece Barbara from Las Vegas came. I had friends from all over. So thank you, everybody that was part of it. Thank you to the community for electing me and allowing me to represent you here in the council. So thanks again. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Alan, she's taken 2 of your minutes, so you'll have to make it. You'll have to make it quick.
Again?
You'll have to make it quick.
Sorry, I'll take Eloy's 2 minutes. He's my brother.
Yeah, man, have that.
You know, Gloria, your event was off the charts, and you're right. Once you start naming everybody, you forget folks, and that's the danger of doing that, right? But to suffice it to say, it was a great community event, and folks came out to show their love and support, so congratulations. You know, I know you've got a paper shredding event coming up. I just did mine Saturday, and I got to tell you, people always laugh, and they go, man, you guys make a big deal out of these paper shredding events. But let me tell you, the community loves them. Folks come out, they get a chance to get rid of all this paperwork that's been sitting in their office, their garage, and they get to see it go. You can see the photo of our volunteers, you know, that were out there helping us. But you can see it all go right into that truck, and they have a little camera, so you get to see it getting shredded, and it takes away anything about identity theft, and is it really getting shredded? And we actually had folks sat there or stood there to watch their stuff get shredded, you know, which is cool, right? Because, you know, it is a good community event. I want to thank Parks and Recs. They did the STEM Fest over at Vincent Park at Championship Field with sports and education combined together. And it was really good. I know the mayor and the council members, we were all there. But it's so good to see how we bring those two together as one, and to see the families that brought their children to be a part of this STEM festival right there at the soccer/football field. Just nice to see the kids, the youngsters, the little boys and girls out there engaging one another and being a part of that event. a lot has been made about fentanyl. A lot of people's lives are being impacted, young and old, being killed by fentanyl poisoning, right? That evil drug. And so I'm hosting a meeting, a seminar on fentanyl in conjunction with ADAP, Asian American Drug Awareness Prevention folks, Inglewood Police Department, LA County Department of Public Health, and it's all going to be on Saturday, May 13th from 10 to 2 at Rogers Park. Please come out, get educated, understand how dangerous this is, and it's impacting so many of our communities. It's heartbreaking when you see the lives that are impacted. So come on out Saturday, May 13th, Rogers Park from 10 to 2. This Friday night, you'll be sitting around saying, man, I don't know where to go get something good to eat. Man, it's Cinco de Mayo, where do I go?
Happens all the time.
I
All the time.
know. You were just talking about it.
Knights
You
of
didn't know what
Columbus.
to do.
That's the
Hey,
first
look,
thing-
go to the Knights of Columbus.
First thing that comes to mind on Cinco de Mayo.
First
Knights of
thing,
Col-
right? Knights of Columbus. Cinco de Mayo
Knights of
dinner,
Columbus.
right?
First thing I
So
think of.
that's the first thing we all think of. Thank you. But come on out Friday night from 5 to 7:30, Knights of Columbus Hall on Manchester and Playa del Rey. Proceeds from this event go to our scholarship funds. So it's important because it comes right back to our young men and women that we were just talking about to help them get ready for whether it's to continue in high school or if you're going to go off to college. And so please come on out. My wife Stella and I have been hosting this event for several years with the Knights of Columbus. Kitchen cooking, Stella's doing all the decorating. We're going to have some fun, listen to some good mariachi music. We're not going to have a live mariachi. They cost so much money. We're trying to raise money, not just spend it. But we hope to see everyone out there this Friday from 5 to 7:30. With that being said, enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you, Councilwoman Falk, District 4.
Thank you, Mayor. So first, I'd like to also congratulate our newest council member, Gloria Gray, on a lovely installation service. It was absolutely beautiful. And again, welcome to the council. Girl power. And then and then I'd also like to reiterate to our city clerk that you had a beautiful homegoing ceremony for your dad, and we did feel the love with your family and your friends there for your dad. So congratulations on such a wonderful going away celebration. Okay, we have Women Rock. City clerk already said it. I'm saying it again. We have Mignon from the hit Tyler Perry show. Sisters in the house. She is here, y'all. She's here. So looking forward to that celebration on Saturday. Also, I did meet in my community with the Lock Haven, Imperial Village, Inglewood Knolls community, because we have a home that was owned by a senior, and unfortunately she was ill. Some squatters got in, and so they took over the house. And unfortunately, the residents in that neighborhood have been dealing with it. So I just want to thank our residents in that area for coming out, sharing the concerns, the issues, and we are making great headway on that. And so we're going to meet again very soon, but it looks like we're hopefully going to be able to get those squatters out of that home in hopefully the next week or so. So I do want to thank those residents for making my office aware of that situation so we can get those squatters out of there. Also, a big shout out to our Parks and Recs on the STEM Fest. It was beautiful. It was so wonderful to see so many kids out there enjoying the event and participating in all of the activities. Our Parks and Recs headed out the park again. So as you can see, they had a great time there. So thanks again, Parks and Recs. And okay, this is the big one. So I want to have my team. So I have on the shirt, Sound the Alarm. And so I want to congratulate Brian Walker, Crystal McGovern, and our Red Cross, American Red Cross team, we had a wonderful event on Saturday at Morningside High School. And what we did was our team organized the delivery of fire alarms, free fire alarms for District 4 residents. And so what we did was we installed 310 smoke alarms, educated 452 residents in District 4, and made over 100 homes safer. And those are our wonderful volunteers. Again, I want to thank our partners, Red Cross, our volunteers, of course, City of Inglewood Emergency Preparedness for a wonderful job. UCLA Health was in the house. Kenny's Barbecue fed all the volunteers. We had our Carpenters Union volunteers that were there.
You like
And-
another minute?
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, another minute. And then Costco with their donations, and then Inglewood Unified School District Morningside for the location. It was such an powerful event to be able to make homes in Inglewood safer. That's why we wore our shirts here, to bring awareness to this. We will continue to make homes safer in Inglewood. Thank you all again so much, and I'd like to take a picture with everybody, our teams here. And I have one little gift that, really quick, I might need another 30 seconds, Mayor.
Why not?
Really quick. Our team is here, and what we're doing, one is for city clerk. We're making homes right here on the dais safer. Please, thank you so much, Crystal. We have one for our council members, the mayor. Now, I'm giving these to you, our team. We want you to take them home and make your home safer now.
You're not gonna install them?
No, we're not gonna install them. This is to bring awareness to making sure that your fire alarms work in your home. Please, 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 City of Inglewood residents, make your home safe. When you want to be safe when the emergency happens. And then lastly,
Would you like another minute?
no, I'm closing. Lastly, I want to close in honor of the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Congratulations in the month of May, and I'm sure that there'll be a lot more activities that we will highlight. Thank you so much, Mayor, for your patience. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Asian American Highlander,
Pacific Islander.
Pacific Islander.
I'll go ahead, Mayor, if you,
No, I want everybody to
a
pay
proper
attention.
introduction.
Okay, proper introduction.
Okay.
Councilman Morales, District
Thank you
3.
so much. Most has been covered, so I'll just go briefly. And first, Aisha, it's always nice to meet everybody's family, right? It makes it very clear how you turned out to be such a great person, Aisha. So that was nice, and your dad must have been an awesome person. Ms. Councilwoman Gloria Gray, quite the festivity. I think it was cool. Likewise, it's always nice when family is a part of it. You brought everybody out, and that was great to see. But it's also a reminder, we don't celebrate ourselves, and not really as personal as people, but I mean more to the post. It is very special to be on this city council. And each and every one of us are very privileged to represent, the area where we live. So it was nice to see you give it its due and come out and do that ceremony. So I appreciated it the whole day, and congratulations again. Moving towards some of the comments, one of the gentlemen mentioned how are we going to get folks to come in and pay for these apartments that are being built and the homes, as if, we wouldn't be able to attract folks that could afford it. And I have to say that everybody's coming. Everybody's coming, and we have had no problem filling every space. The mayor just mentioned the Grace homes that are selling for $1 million each, and they're moving quite quickly. The homes, as a matter of fact, Councilman Padilla's neighborhood just sold a home for $1.6 million, which was amazing, but that's the way it's going. Is it 1.6? It's sold. So And actually, I called Alex to say, "Hey, did it sell?" He said, "Yeah, it sold." I was amazed. And the bottom line is that housing's at a crunch in the state of California, and we still are one of the best deals out there to live in a community that feels like a big city and a small community. I think we have a lot to give. I know that each and every one of those market rate apartments is going to go fast. That being said, our affordable housing crop is better than most. But again, the need is so high that it fills up quickly. And that's why it seems like we're not moving fast enough. But as a city, I'm amazed at how fast it is going. Some of our upcoming developments in my area are having up to, I believe, 40% affordable housing, and some that are on the table now. Others want more that are coming here in the future. So it's moving, and we're definitely, as a city in the South Bay, have to be in the lead. Would you say, Mayor?
Absolutely.
We have to be at the forefront of affordable housing. But I'm very proud to say we're also building a great deal of market rate. And so I'm very proud of that. But I also want to take 30 seconds, Mayor, to just address and thank our Public Works Director, Mr. Lewis Atwell, because the streets thing came up. And I have to say that they've done a great job of creating a process that gets so much done without us blocking traffic, without us, making it too difficult for our residents. Major thoroughfares have been done during the last, let's say, 8 to 10 years. One is Century Boulevard at $40 million. I mean, that was an amazing project that was headed by Mr. Atwell. Centinela just got finished. Manchester. I mean, these are humongous these are humongous projects. And then in between, he's been doing streets and sidewalks all around the residential area and gone virtually unnoticed. So it's no small task, but every time, I hear that, and I just had this conversation in the neighborhood that somebody stopped me about how they're doing it. I'm amazed. So I wanted to point out that we're moving much faster than most cities and spending quite a bit more than any city our size. So I just wanted to point that out, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to piggyback on that. I've been in Santa Monica, Inglewood in the 70s and 80s. Worked for LA for 5 years, and back to Inglewood. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, so I've dealt with public works directors. Bill Maher was, the public works director when I was a policeman here, and Craig Perkins in Santa Monica. And I will tell you, I have never experienced two people like Lewis Atwell and Harry Frisbee, who's the superintendent of public works. Responsive, comprehensive in their approach. We don't mention the trees anymore because you know why? They get those trees trimmed like nobody's business. And so every time I hear somebody say, well, what about the potholes? Every time it rains, there's going to be potholes. Why, Lewis? Because the water gets underneath the pothole that was fixed, and when it dries out, the oxygen pops it out, and so after every heavy rain, there are going to be potholes. But at least we go back and fix them. So every time I hear somebody say, what about the potholes? Every time it rains, there are going to be potholes. But here's the question. Do we get them fixed? And we get them fixed. We had a great event at Edward Vincent Park, the STEM event, and it was STEM and sports, and people say, what does STEM have to do with sports? Well, when kids grew up, it was either you're into sports or you're into academics, and that's the way they drew the line, and you have the quintessential hyperbole that, jocks don't know anything and the smart kids are into academics. Well, now, if you look at professional sports, mathematics and science are part of all the calculus for basketball, for baseball, the speed of a baseball, the best angle to connect with a baseball to hit a home run. And so what this program did was they had athletes there and they had STEM people there, and they, look at that's a great picture. But anyway, they had STEM people there. And it was just a wonderful event. But you know, the thing that got me the most was that when I look at our fields now, our fields are beautiful. They're second to none anywhere. Then we had the monster truck event at Kelso Elementary. All these kids, and I hope they get the monster truck though. Let's see. See the monster truck in the back? Yeah, that they had that event they had that event at SoFi. Yeah, it was called Zombie, and it was at SoFi. We just have so many things for the kids. The kids were just so thrilled. I wanted to close and talk about Councilwoman Gray's. I call it the coronation. It was a beautiful event. We have never, ever had an installation like that. Karen Bass was the installing officer, and she is such a wonderful person, wonderful person. I was so glad that Gloria brought her here. I saw her this morning. We were both speakers at a thing called the Verdict Exchange at the Omni Hotel downtown LA. We were speakers, and I'm just glad that, you know, we're on her radar. I want to congratulate Gloria again on her victory and what she brings to the council. I want to acknowledge that our second newest member, Dion Falk, has been a great addition to what was an all-male council.
Oh, thank you.
And we're hanging on to a majority by a slim thread.
Yes, you are.
Right, but you know, but I want to tell both of you that our theme song is not going to be "Pretty Girls Walk Like This." We are so strong. Hey, maybe we could go with Katy Perry "Roar." Maybe we could go with that. All right. And so with that, I'm going to close in the name of Asian American Pacific Islanders, and I forgot what the event was. Oh, it's the month. Asian American Pacific Islander month. And with that, we're adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right.